collective, unfortunately for them, you're too smart for their games and you done cracked the code. You figured it out. You figured something out. That's the whole message. Is somebody thought that they can keep you confused, keep switching up the energy, or keep giving you half of the story, and eventually you were going to keep chasing answers. But you did not. You cracked the code, and now that you see the pattern, you can't unsee it. That's why their usual games aren't hidden the same. You are too smart for it now. So clap it up, and good for you. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Let's get into the reading. What changed in you, collective? Okay, so this is perfect. Judgment is giving me the idea or the moment where everything finally clicks for you right now. You know, when you keep going through something and you're like, why does this keep happening? Is this my karma? Where you start to question yourself, or you question the universe, like, why does this person always does this? Or why do I keep getting put in the same situation? Like, you start to blame yourself, and you start to, because you love the situation, or you love the person, so you start to see where you become the problem. That people say that's not a people pleaser's energy. That is almost like a solution or type energy, or a problem solver, but that is people pleasing, because you're detrimenting your own self and your own choices just because you want something so bad, or because you want someone to be happy. But once you understand the pattern, it loses a lot of its power over you. And that's where a lot of you are right now, collective. Something that you used to confuse you, it just simply doesn't confuse you anymore, or you just don't care. You gave too much of an F. You put your all in, and you see where it took you, or maybe that it damaged you. Maybe it put you in situations or scenarios that you never expected to be in. But that's okay. For some of you, this can definitely involve another person, somebody who changes depending on like what they want from you. And one day they seem extremely interested, and the next day that they're like distant or different. Or then when your energy starts pulling back, then suddenly they're back. Like, nobody wants to deal with that cycle. That is not a twin flame journey. That is not a runner chaser where suddenly they want to talk, suddenly they miss you, suddenly there's urgency where there wasn't urgency before. You guys got to open your eyes and realize who you are. You are the alien is what it seems to be, and why this is happening. You are the collective. So when people see you and see your light, look at you. Look at her in the red in our judgment card. She is well seen. She is well known. And also, it's almost like you're speaking. Your voice or your words or whatever you drink or take or something with the mouth is different, but it commands or it aligns or something of that sort where people listen. So now you don't just sit there and listen to what people say. You watch patterns. That is a completely different level of awareness, and they notice this within you. Anybody can tell you, I care about you, I'm changing, I'm doing better, I'm just busy, or I didn't mean it like that. But what does it mean when it happens consistently? That's what you started to pay attention to, because words can create an image. Words can create an illusion. Words can create a reality, right? But patterns tell you the truth. And somebody here has been extremely good at noticing the difference. So now this alien energy makes so much more sense. You feel different from the people around you lately. Not better than everybody, and that's how people take it, which makes it more frustrating. Like, nah, not better than anyone, just you feel different. Like, you don't like some of the stuff that people are entertained by. You're just simply getting bored with it, not because you think it's good or bad. You just think you're bored with it. Drama that used to pull you in, you're watching it from the outside now. You simply are detached and you don't care. Just certain conversations don't hit anymore, and certain relationships just feel like strange. And then people might come up to you like, yeah, you changed, or something's different, and they're saying that it's you, and you're probably saying like, yeah, I have, but you feel like you didn't change. Maybe you did change, but like you reset, or you went back to normal, or went how you were supposed to be. So you realize it's the environment. You're saying it's the environment that is almost enclosing you or surrounding you. But somebody around you can tell that you are different because they can't get the same reaction out of you no more. And that's important. They maybe used to try to make you jealous, or was the type of person who would pick at you or just do random things. And then when you finally react or get so mad, the fingers are pointed at your reaction. How can you live? That is living on eggshells. Maybe they would sit and say something slick just to see if you reacted. Now you look right through it, and they look at themselves like, yo, I'm the crazy one. It really was. That's crazy. They're realizing that it really was them the whole time, and the reason why they did all of this stuff to you was simply because you were the alien. You are collective. You are the chosen one, and they can't stand it. Oh well.